welcome to Rollfair, a D&D podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, we will introduce ourselves. My name is Devin. I am the Dungeon Master.
I'm Ryan, playing Alton the Tiefling.
I'm Brad, playing Arden the Wizard.
I'm Kayla, playing Gaiji, the Tabaxi Pirate.
Sorry. I'm Austin, eating a cookie. Sheru, the turtle.
I'm Ben, I play Raina, the Human Ranger.
I'm Sarah, I play Asar, the Fire Genasi Sorcerer.
Excellent. So, last time, the party finished an encounter with some ambushers, and they questioned them a little bit, and then drug them back to Nalia, where they were able to prove their innocence, and the perpetrators were sent off to the Kolizit prison. And Maifin, the Blue Dragonborn, said that offered them a potential job for the church. And we are picking up now with the kudu having just been started to get weighed and measured, and we were going to jump into the ceremony of the victor. I can't remember. Was someone going to do something? I feel like I might have missed something here.
There was something last time we were.
Yes.
There was somebody who could do.
In the intern, I'm going to go ask Arden to identify that mask that we found.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something else, though. What did we end up? You were going to do something.
Was I?
Nothing. I don't think we had anything specifically.
I mean, if we got time to kill, we could play some bets on the winner or something like that.
Bet on ourselves.
Sorry, aren't we the winners?
Okay. Might have been the session before, but
something, I swear.
okay. So you're having him identify that.
I will ritually cast it, and
If we have time after this, we should go see if we can see if they've got any more of the chariot races going on. I've always wanted to see one of those.
That does sound pretty fun.
Yeah, that could be interesting. Especially if they're taking bets. Maybe we make some money.
ritually cast identify.
Okay. So as you cast this, if you look up in D&D Beyond, Austin, this is called the Boon of Mashingu. I'm sorry, wrong one. Boon of Uyangwo.
Yeah, I was just saying.
And specifically, it is called Deception's Embrace. And essentially, what this does, it is like the Hat of Disguise, a little different though. So while wearing this mask, you can use the action an action to cast Disguise Self spell from it at will. Spell ends if the mask is removed, and the wearer also has proficiency in the Deception skill. If they are already proficient, they gain twice proficiency.
Fascinating. You can change. We have Alton who can change.
Yeah, I don't need it, so anybody
neither.
can.
And I can change. Ooh. Maybe Kaija could use it though. I don't know.
What?
You can go.
No, I can. You don't remember?
Oh, yeah, you can go invisible now.
Well, both. Yeah. After the I don't know what happened with the little shadow goblins, whatever they were. I can change my face.
Oh.
Is it just your face, though? So if you were to put on the mask, would you have, like, a human head on a
No,
total
I
body?
believe we change your whole appearance.
Nobody cared who she was till she put on the mask.
I assume I have to attune to it to use it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I can't just put it on and test it out.
Now I'm starting to imagine like the face of some like Mashingu face on like a total body.
Yeah, you can still be able to feel through the illusion, but
So
you can do clothes and things.
if that was the case, then we would be able to see what your children would look like, with a human head on a total body.
That is disturbing.
That is very disturbing. Also, we are both males. We can't have children.
No, it's magic.
It's magic. Life finds a way.
I mean, but biology, that doesn't work. I don't care how magical you are. It doesn't work.
Need to find a mad wizard.
The
Pay him enough
crazy
money.
guy you met earlier, he appears out of nowhere. He's like, but in that park! They did it in that park!
Wait, what are you?
He's the guy that was telling, he just appears out of nowhere. The guy who was saying, I can't remember his name. I'd have to look it up. But the one who was talking about the tieflings being super crazy and wanted to
Yeah.
meet a tiefling. Like an original tiefling.
Oh,
He appears out of nowhere! As you can see,
Sheru.
Zeru, there we go.
Zaren.
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 Whatever your notes say, I'm going to go with that.
My hand sucks. I can't read my own handwriting.
But
Yeah, Zaren or something like that.
from this experience, you see that this guy is probably a conspiracy theorist of some sort. From multiple experiences with him now.
Right. They did, yes.
Yes.
Aston Park. Terrible place.
so have you heard? I've heard of creatures that come from the stars above, and they capture people, and then they probe them.
I've heard of that too! I need to study that more. Where did you learn this?
I was making that up.
I remember hearing stories in the caravan about this. It's from the city of Juanabi is where most of these stories originate.
Where's that?
Very far south.
You know, I've heard one
Not
of your...
Juanabi, sorry, Jamatri.
Jamadi.
Jamadi.
Jarmati?
Yeah,
Okay.
that one, sorry.
Gotcha. Oh, I'll make my way there. That's near the Coxada Desert. Maybe I'll see you there.
Like occasionally
Perhaps.
you get these lights that come from the sky and they just levitate up beetles that are used in the farmland.
My favorite is once in a while in the fields you find these weird circles that appear out of nowhere, and some people think it's writing from these sky creatures.
I feel like the world is wrong enough.
So
It
here's
doesn't
one
need
that's
all
really true,
this
though.
extra.
If you ever give a tiefling 100 gold, you gain an extra year of life.
No way! I need to find 100 gold. You got 100 gold?
Well, yes.
No, you'd have to give me 100.
Oh. Well, if you have 100 gold, I could give it to you.
Doesn't work like that.
Oh, that seems weird.
Well, if I find it, I'll give it to you. And maybe I'll give you like 10,000 gold.
Yeah.
And I'll basically live forever.
Yeah, you totally should.
I mean, that's what I do.
Come find me when you have some.
I will.
And
And
he looks like he's 50, but he's actually been around for several hundred years.
I am
because
very young.
really,
Yes.
Yes, I've known him for at least 100 years.
you don't look like you're 100.
Well, that's
No,
he does.
Exactly.
That's because I don't need to age either.
That's where the money helps him, but the
This guy just believe anything.
Seems like that.
Well, you weren't one of the original tieflings. I know that. But
Doesn't matter.
I'll go do some research. I'll figure it out. I'll see you in Germany, maybe the Coxada Desert, and
It's very possible.
I'll give you some money if I find it.
Anyways,
See you later. And he just leaves.
All of you are bastards! Oh!
that was exciting. Okay,
where you get the imagination
Rainer, Asar,
from.
we have this. These guys had no use for this mask. I don't know if it's cool. I don't know if I need it. I mean, I don't need to hide my face as far as I know. Do you guys need to hide your face at all?
I mean, seeing as how a lot of people want to punch my face, it might, do well. But,
They could punch a new face every day.
I just think it might benefit me to piss them off as someone else.
Well, is Asar really royalty? Is she in hiding or something?
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
She hasn't admitted it, but I am 99.89% sure.
That's pretty sure.
Sheru, do you know what a secret is?
Oh yes, I have this book.
So why do you go around
something
telling
he
other
shares with
people's
everyone.
secrets?
Well, you didn't tell me to write it in the book, and so it's free game.
Okay. Everything that I have said and everything that she has said is black book worthy.
Oh, okay. I will not tell anybody else.
It's too late now. Everyone knows.
Wait, so you're royalty?
Oh, God. Okay.
Wait, if you're royalty, how did you end up in the caravan with me?
You mean we could be rich right now?
It's a long story. One that I don't want to tell right now.
Understandable. We could be paraded around by servants, but no.
That sounds boring.
I've never tried it before.
Who wants to get paraded around when you can
I mean,
mingle with the people?
No, it sounds wonderful, actually. I'd
It
like to
is
try it
wonderful.
sometime.
So as you guys are having this conversation, you hear drums starting to play, kind of a slow, loud beat.
This one's my favorite.
And the people all around start to gather around the Temple of Mashingu. That's where the drum beat is coming from. And you see a group of priests and paladins come out, and they are singing in somewhat like a slow chant, and you hear it as the let's have you make a religion check, those of you who are interested.
Yes.
I got the 20.
I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah, same here.
Sounds good.
22.
19.
So if you get above a 10, you know
Think I
that
did.
this is the song of Mashingu's Triumph, simply called Mashingu's Triumph. And yeah, I'm not going to sing it here, but it's kind of a slow chant that builds kind of in crescendo, kind of like Dovahkiin.
Mushingo.
But not exactly. It wouldn't rhyme with that, but kind of like a slow building thing like that song. But it goes, Mashingu killed the dragon green, ugliest beast you've ever seen. Mashingu killed the dragon red, roasted as its fire spread. Mashingu killed the dragon blue, pierced that crackling monster through. Mashingu killed the dragon black, ripped the scales right off its back. Mashingu killed the dragon white, its roar was worse than its frostbite. The chromatic queen, she was no match for the blind spear's holy wrath. Now we live without a fear, dancing merrily every year. And as they begin singing this song, it kind of plays in the background as one of the other priests casts thaumaturgy and projects their voice out among the crowd. And they begin telling the story of Mashingu and her conquering of the chromatic queen. And they begin saying along the lines of Mashingu in ages past brought Ilmalath low. And as they begin talking, you see this tremendous illusion above this choir that looks... It's mostly colored. It's not something that has like actual... You can't make out like a form or anything. It's just more like a colored picture. And you see them, as they describe this, these colors form, and you see Mashingu in this red, towering red figure, and then Ilmalath, the five-headed chromatic queen. The two of them on opposing sides, and you see this army gathered behind each of them. And the priest goes on, and she describes a great battlefield where Mashingu and Ilmalath came to meet, and Mashingu challenged Ilmalath to single combat, in which Ilmalath accepted. And as the battle rages, the armies part to make room, making sure that they don't interfere. And it travels all across Salix, this battle, and finally ends near the Southern Ocean, where Mashingu finally pierces Ilmalath in the chest with her spear, and you see the color in Ilmalath, who's represented by multiple colors of the chromatic dragons. You see the color drain from her into more of a grayish stone-like color. And the story ends with Selbarak, the king of fiends, fleeing with his armies as Ilmalath falls. And as they finish that, they describe the kudu hunt as an honor to Shingu, and they bring out the feast of the kudu and lay it before the people. And as they do, they pull the fat that they had gathered, and they begin burning and continuing to chant this this hymn of prayer of sorts, of victory to Mashingu, and they announce the Red Sands as the victors. And you guys step forward, and Maifin presents to you an amulet of sorts, a necklace really, that is kind of, how would I describe this? It's a small circlet that falls behind the back of the neck and is open at the front, and has almost like spear-like ridges on projecting outward, close together. And so there's probably about 30 of these spear-like ridges there. And they present that to you with the gift of 250 gold as well. And they say, congratulations to each of you for this victory. May Mashingu bless you. And the ceremony ends at that point, and the feast begins, and the kudu are handed out to the people along with various vegetables. So, you guys now have this boon of Mashingu. It is the stats here. While wearing this necklace, you can breathe normally in any environment. And you have advantage on saving throws made against harmful gases and vapors. And then additionally, you gain proficiency in the athletics skill. If you're already proficient, you gain double proficiency.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Wow, this is quite amazing.
So which of us really needs to breathe?
Yeah.
I mean, one of us drowns in water by drinking water.
Yeah, well, I think someone that can heal others would be best wearing this.
True.
What was the last thing it did?
Wearer gains proficiency in athletics, and you have double proficiency if you're already proficient.
Wow.
And this, so in
Expertise.
D&D Beyond, this is the Boon of Mashingu, specifically Necklace of Enduring Adaptation.
Ooh. I mean, it is pretty nice.
I mean, that was a beautiful ceremony. I mean, that was a really fun song, and
Made me hungry.
yeah, the burning fat smells really good.
I mean, we won. This is a celebration time, right?
Yeah, let's eat.
I wonder how much this necklace is worth.
I was thinking the same thing. But we could really use it, I think.
Can I see it?
Sure.
Asad puts it on. Does it look nice on me?
Does
What
it look nice
material
on
is
her?
it made out of?
I would say it's primarily gold, and then at the spear points, you've got turquoise inlays.
It's pretty. I like it.
You look more formidable, for sure.
This was
I nudge Rainer. Hey, Rainer, this is the time to compliment.
It looks very good around your neck.
Sometimes it is better if you do not speak.
What did I do wrong?
I don't know, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
So, you have some celebrations that you can partake in. Free kudu, all around. And what are you guys doing for the rest of the day?
Well, last day of the celebration. Let's go see if we can't maybe bet on some
Chariot racing.
chariot racing.
And then we've also got possibly a job.
So we can go to the temple and also
The sneaky people.
the sneaky people.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yoruni Zorm.
Mm-hmm.
The urine. No, it wasn't.
Let's see. What,
No,
what
that was a different person.
Orun Izorm.
Yeah.
I have my reservations about working for a church that does this.
I agree.
The goddess of war.
Well, the goddess of enslaving people and throwing them in a coliseum.
Yeah, any type of church is not really my scene.
I mean, I haven't heard much good from the churches. It depends on the person. But it seems like the organizations of the church have taken the word of the gods to some extremes.
Well said, cleric.
Yes, I mean, I didn't become a cleric through the church. I became a cleric because I was teaching children how to read.
Interesting.
I don't know. I mean, let's just celebrate today. The chariot races. That sounds fun, right? Betting.
Yeah,
and
chariot races.
cheering and
Anything new,
racing.
yes.
Well, we've got some gold to spend.
Yeah, how do you split 250 6 ways? Doesn't sound like you can.
Let me pull up my abacus.
So I don't know. That's not the kind of math I do. The kind of math I do is 4 people attacking 6 people is not a good
Well,
idea.
there's 41 gold
Well, it's
apiece
41
plus 4 left over. So.
And yes, exactly.
I mean,
Well, I know
I'll take the extra 4 gold if nobody's going to argue. 'cause
Alton
What-
would
what-
definitely.
We know
argue
you'll
with
need
you.
it for your drinking habit, too.
Oh, that's a
It's-
good
it's-
point.
It's six left over, isn't it? No.
Wait, if there's 6
never mind,
left over,
never
there's
mind.
none
Nope,
left
nope,
over. I do
it's
know
4.
that math.
It's 41.66.
I will take
You're right.
41.
41 sounds good.
Look at you guys. I'm so generous. You're getting so rich.
I need
Not
more
rich
money.
enough.
I mean,
Generous
I
God.
I spent all my gold
Buying
a
a bow.
day prior buying a bow.
But now you have a bow. A very nice bow.
I apparently
It
owe
goes
Alton
pew,
a lot of
pew,
money.
Sorry, what
For
are we
my-
saying?
Oh, I also have
Length of life.
I think it's more like pew.
So, Rain,
It's a beefy bow.
with this mask, I guess Asar is taking the necklace. So,
Yeah,
I like it.
would you like the mask? I mean,
I do think it might do me well. I'm
So
not
how do we
very
test
good.
that? Test out
The
that
first one?
necklace.
Well, we could try putting a bag over her head and see if she can breathe.
I've never found the
Sounds
bag
a
over
little
one's head
dangerous.
to impede breathing.
Well, okay, then we could put her
You
head
could try going
underwater.
for a swim and see if you can breathe.
Yeah.
Well, let me
That's not-
attune to the item first.
Oh,
Otherwise,
that's right,
I will
yes.
die.
But that's
We don't
not,
want that.
that's
No,
not
sorry.
what the priest
go
described.
ahead and take the.
Oh, no.
the
No,
mask.
she said breathing.
Breathing in any environment, I thought.
Guess. I
Like water's an environment.
guess water's an
Or a
environment.
volcano, or...
That is very true. You can breathe underwater with this thing.
Oh.
It's a nice thing.
But you guys can try in game.
Exactly.
I wonder.
That's the fun.
There was that, the lake Sheru wanted to explore.
There is that, like,
Not the
Not the lake,
oasis.
the oasis.
the oasis.
yes.
It's super deep oasis. That would be perfect for
That's exactly what I
exploration.
was thinking.
Well, when it is time when someone needs to go swim underwater, we can share the necklace.
Of course.
I'm wearing it for the fashion.
Well, very good, very good. I already have a necklace, so
Oh,
Is it a necklace?
the white
Choker?
clothing
yeah.
that the cleric priest dude was wearing. When I spotted him, it was fluttering in the wind. Was that like a cape or something?
No, it was just like robes.
Oh, okay.
But
I wanted a cape.
do you want the
You've
cake?
got money, you could buy a cake.
I suppose I could buy a cape. I mean,
Arden gave me a nice one. It's white. It's a little flashy. I don't like drawing attention to myself. If you don't mind, I mean, you were going to make it
no, it's
invisible.
fine. It's yours, so you can, break my heart any way you want.
Oh, you tease.
No, it's fine. It's really fine.
I mean, a white cape. I mean, I think I would look dashing in a white cape.
With a little bit of red splotched on it, yes.
I mean, I suppose it fit our name.
We could make a would you say a
Oh, you
brand?
can make yourself
and-
quite a vigilante name with that.
I
White
could-
cape dashed in red.
You could, make yourself proficient in sewing tools and embroider on red sands thing
I
on
could
the back
do
of
that.
it.
I have that ability.
Sheru, what do you think about this? And are we sitting at the table? Is that where we are right now?
That's fine.
So I carve into the table with my claws a circle, and then the
Another circle, make a little bullseye
no.
on it.
no Pequigua.
Yes.
The Pequigua symbol
Aim here.
for sand with the symbol for blood running through the middle. Could paint on something like this.
Do I recognize the Piquiga?
Pequigua.
You are
Yeah.
not
Why is it hard to say? Pequigua.
knowledgeable of the Pequigua language.
I don't think so. What does
Me neither.
this mean?
It means blood in the sand.
What in the sand?
Oh, that's our
It's as
symbol.
close as I can get to red sands.
Can you do smoke on the water?
Sure. I sketched the symbol for river and then the symbol for smoke.
Can you do
Write that
kick
one
me?
down.
Write it down.
I don't know why you want smoke on the water,
I feel like
but
that could make a
okay.
good song.
I
at
also
some time.
I also enjoy fire in the skies.
Blood in the sand, smoke on the water, blood in the wet fire in the sky.
Wheel in the Sky is taken, seeing as the floating mountains circle around.
The wheel in the sky
Fire.
keeps on turning.
We should visit
I
those.
don't know where I'll be tomorrow.
I think there's a bad moon rising.
So as you guys are discussing these things, you are you're outside at a table outside. There's plenty of tables just for the feast and whatnot. I want you to make an investigation check, or let's do perception.
Was that me?
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry, Sheru. Yes.
Let's see. You said perception. And
What
that
do your
is
turtle eyes see?
16.
16. As you are sitting there discussing these things with your friends, you notice some familiar white clothing that you've seen in the past, and a familiar face. And as you are sitting there, you see, kind of in the distance, I'd say probably 100 feet away, you might have to help me pronounce this.
Malika.
Malika. You see Malika climbing the steps to the Temple of Mashingu.
As I'm talking to Kaiji about what to draw on the cape. Wait a moment. I get up and I just kind of try to make my way through the crowd, and so Malika.
So as you are making your way over to her, you see her turn to face the promenade, and you hear her voice boom out. Just description here: she is clothed in complete white robes with kind of a soft gold color of embroidery along it. She has a kind of a tannish face, a deep tannish face, and she is an Aasimar, and with dark flowing hair. And as you see her step up to the temple, you see wings spread out from her shoulders, and a booming voice cry out. And we are going to end the session there.
Oh, wow.
But I'll end at this. And she says, "People of Nalia, hear me now." And we're going to end the session there. Thanks for listening.
If you like listening to Rollfair, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Also check out our merch store at rollfair.com. Store at rollfair.com.